Okay, folks. Not sure what episode this is going to be published as because I got a lot going on. I'm just recording video after video basically as I'm working on stuff. So this is going to be the 1984 Corvette project. Now I've done a lot of work to this already. This vehicle I originally purchased back in 2002. Sold it in 06 or 07, and I was down in Dallas at the time, but I sold it to a dealer, and the dealer sold it to somebody, and they got it impounded and didn't change the title, so it was still in my name. They called us back, and Dad went down there and basically paid the towing fee and got out of impound. So it was sitting there for 6-7 years or so, so we're really working through it. As you can see, it's in fairly good condition. The interior, obviously, it could use some work just due to the normal wear and tear. Is my light on? There we go. So, Dad's got it apart, so it actually it was all put together. It's just, some of the stuff doesn't work and all that, so. This moonroof comes off, but it's a Corvette, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what it's all about. So let's do this. I'm going to move it forward. So let's get you over here so I can hop in, move it a little bit forward. So more of that light right there could be above the workspace. So let me go ahead and fire it on up. I'll tell you more about what we're doing to it. There you go. It's a little better. Cool. And I can still walk through. That is awesome. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me set you up here on the roof of the car so we can show you what we're doing here. Actually, it's the second time making this video. I ended up realizing I needed to bring it over here. I was going to work on it at my dad's house. Let's see how this works here. That's not bad. There we go. That's not too bad, huh? Alright. See if I can clean the windshield so you don't see so much of that dust and whatnot. Okay, so hopefully you can see what's going on here. We've got. Let me get an intro going here, guys. As I set my camera up while filming, I got so far in the center I can barely see it. Okay. So let's remove that. Okay, I would get closer. We might do that. Let's do that. Well, let's see. So, quick backstory. It used to run good. These units are notorious for not running well. It's a poorly designed intake because the GM was coming out with the tune port fuel injection the next year, so they really didn't spend a lot of time with it. The rumor has it that they detuned it on purpose, whatever. The design is pretty cool. It could really rock and roll, but the intake, if you look at the ports, they're like, instead of it being like this, it's like this, so it's ridiculously small. So it's choking down the Edelbrock heads and the comp cam that we got in it. It goes pretty good. It's pretty fast actually, but it could go a ton better with different intake and fuel system really. But anyways, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off I'm pretty sure we're actually going to take off the throttle bodies and just clean them both. This is going to be somewhat of a major operation. I think I'm going to take off the top portions first, just to kind of get a look at things. I may or may not. These things you have to have perfectly synchronized because it's pulling both of these guys at the same time. So, oh, looks like this E-clip is missing. Maybe not. Anyways, I don't know if I will take those off, guys. I don't want this. I think I'm just going to clean everything the best I can. I mean, at the end of the day, no, I can take them both off. I just take them both off as a unit. What I'm worried about, guys, is this throttle linkage. I don't want to disconnect that. Well, I guess I just wouldn't want to disconnect the adjustments. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of thinking as I go here. But, this thing could be so much faster, but, you know, you can't have it all. We're thinking about basically selling this. Just Dad and I both don't have the time to tinker with a race car, but this would be a lot of fun to do it like what Cletus McFarland did to his Corvette, turned into a Vette kart. But let's go ahead and get started, guys. Okay, let's do this here. The problem with this video camera sometimes is no forgiveness as far as alright, let's at least give you a better look at what's going on until I can figure something else out, because this isn't I don't think this is going to work long term. Okay. Wish I could do it right there. I need to get a new setup, guys. I'm just not that advanced. Well, why don't we just do this? We're just going to wrap up this video. It's the Corvette intro video. We're going to basically replace the fuel pressure regulator and accumulator. Now, they might be vice versa here, but basically you get your fuel coming in, supplying this throttle body, then it's coming over to the second unit, supplying this, and the regulator and accumulator work in concert to keep the fuel pressure where it's supposed to be. So, what I probably should do is check the fuel pressure after both units. Probably take a lot of connecting, but I would want to actually, you could actually test it here to see what it's running at. You can also test it here. But we're just going to replace what we know needs to be replaced, and then if we need to start testing the fuel pressure, we will. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I really need to figure out a better stand situation so y'all can even, you know, so I can move around more quickly. You know, I don't want you guys to have to be looking at the same thing all the time, but we're going to do a second video, and Corvette 1984. This thing, rock and rolls, guaranteed. Alright, guys.